Sorry about that. I gotta do this. Well, you tell me, do you have both cameras? Do you have us lined up how you want us? Can I see the shot real quick?
Live from the Tucson Arena, this is University of Arizona Hockey. It's time to drop the puck with Timothy Gasson, the voice of the Wildcats. So let's head to the action with Arizona Wildcats Hockey.
Welcome to the Tucson Convention Center Arena, the home of your University of Arizona Wildcats. Tonight, your Wildcats.
Live from the Tucson Arena, it's the number 6 Arizona Wildcats and the number 18 Rams of Colorado State. Hi everybody, I'm Timothy Gasson, and I'll be calling the action here tonight with my broadcast partner, Jackson Peters. Jackson, only 5 league games left for the University of Arizona. They control their destiny. They win all 5. They're going to be league champions. But you don't win 5 games in one night. It starts here tonight against Colorado State.
Yeah, and the way I see a team, Tim, is each one of those 5 games is the most important game they've played all season. They need to get some of these wins if they want to make a run at the national tournament, put themselves in the best possible position when the tournament starts.
Okay, let's send it down to ice level for the starting lineups for Arizona. Then we'll have the national anthem and we'll drop the puck between number 7 Arizona and Colorado State. You are watching University of Arizona Wildcat Hockey.
And ladies and gentlemen, here's the starting lineup for your Arizona Wildcats. Starting at left wing, number 15, Anthony Cusinelli. At right wing, number 12, Christopher Westland. At the center position for your Cats, number 11, Bailey Marshall. At left defense, number 24, Keelan Olnick. At right defense, number 20, Manny Rowe. And in the nets tonight for your Wildcats, number 35, Nolan Middlesick. The head coach of your Wildcats is Chad Berman. Your assistant coaches, Toppy Hogan and Shane Fossell. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats and face the south goal for tonight's national anthem, which is played by Joyce Middle School, sitting in the north end zone. You can see him over there. Hello, Joyce. Play the national anthem.
Both have the same shot. No, okay. No. You changed your shot when you were all on burning. You probably couldn't tell which one you were going on because you both have the same shot, right? We just have to. And we are ready to drop the puck between number 6 Arizona and number 22 Colorado State.
Your referee for tonight's contest is Patrick Burke.
Colorado in town tomorrow and Saturday. Remember, those puck drops are at 1 p.m., but we have the Rams of Colorado State here tonight. And Jackson, Arizona really handled Utah, outscoring them 21-1 last weekend, but as they say, this is a completely different game.
Yeah, and I don't think we're going to be able to expect another game like that in any Wildcat games for the remainder of the season. I think they're going to be all really big games, and yeah, I think a 10-0 final score would be pretty unlikely in any of these league games we see coming up here.
Well, especially against a Colorado State team that Coach Weeks thinks is starting to peak. They played a very tough UNLV skating Rebel squad last weekend and split with them, winning the last game. So they're coming off of a road victory against UNLV, the very first loss for UNLV at home this year. So there's got to be great confidence for Colorado State. And we'll see if Arizona's confidence matches them. Nolan Bivelsick in goal for Arizona. It's Avery McDonald getting the start for Colorado State. McDonald with a 3.02 goals against average. Nolan Bivelsick with a straight-up 2.0 goals against average. We've talked about it before, Jackson, and Nolan Bivelsick is really not the number 2 goaltender, really the number 1B goaltender. Two talented goaltenders here for Arizona as the puck goes wide. And Avery McDonald has played less games than the other CSU goaltenders. He makes a save there early in the game. Joseph Morgan, who I got to believe is going to see action in Tempe tomorrow and Saturday against ASU, has played twice as many games as McDonald. Interesting going in the big arena on Thursday night with Avery McDonald.
Yeah, and I think that's the right call for them, Tim. I think that they know that this University of Arizona team is a much more difficult team to beat than the team up in Tempe. So I think they're looking to really try and win those games, and because these three are must-win games for Colorado State.
Big blocker save there for McDonald. It comes out to center ice, and CSU comes back up ice. We'll see how much confidence CSU has here in the first 5 or 10 minutes of this game. As we said, Arizona coming off of 2 big wins against Utah as Bivelsick makes his first save of the game. 1 minute into the first period, we're just underway between number 6 Arizona and number 22 Colorado State. The Rams wearing their traditional green and white. Arizona in their home gray uniforms, moving left to right. And there's a shot on goal from Josh Larson back in the lineup. He's dumped behind the net, no call. Larson had been skating well here in this second semester. Good to see him in the lineup. And Justin Plumhoff with the puck behind the net to Vail Artizone, who had a hat trick in his last outing. The freshman with his very first hat trick. You know he's going to be sensing that red light here tonight.
Yeah, just 1 goal before that 3-goal game, so you know that's got to give him some really intense confidence, and I expect to see a lot out of him going forward in these last 5 games of the season.
Well, there's nothing like lighting the lamp, especially as a freshman. Suddenly you get a hat trick, which is very unusual at the college level to get a hat trick. For the freshman to suddenly have that kind of explosion, you might think that every time your stick is going to hit the puck, you can score a goal, and that's what confidence is. There's a pad save by Nolan Bivelsick, and the puck comes out to center ice. So just 2.5 minutes, a little less than 2.5 minutes into the game, we're scoreless between number 6 Arizona and number 22 Colorado State. This is a Western Collegiate Hockey League game. Arizona is in first place of the league. We talked about it in our very quick pregame. Arizona has 5 league games left. They win out. They are the league champions. But boy, those are going to be 5 tough games. Colorado State here tonight. Colorado here and Saturday afternoon, 1 p.m. puck drops for that Wildcat fans. Come on down and support your hometown hockey team 1 o'clock tomorrow and Saturday. And then they play a couple non-league games against UNLV, tough road games, a couple non-league games against Arizona State, and then end the season in Tempe with league games against Arizona State. Those could be for the league championship. And maybe that's how it should be, Jackson, playing against your ultimate rival for a league championship.
Yeah, I think that's really fitting for this squad, especially with how well they're doing this year. I think it would be pretty wrong if they didn't end the season against Arizona State.
Well, and we should make the point that Arizona State wouldn't win the league championship if they won one of those 2 games. They're in the bottom of the division, but they could play spoiler against the University of Arizona, and that would almost make their entire season.
Yeah, and I think that's what they're looking to do. They want to, they want to win the Cactus Cup. They want to make a dent in Arizona's season. If they can beat them before the national tournament, that could hurt Arizona's confidence.
Dawson Marshall over the line with the shot blocked into the near side corner. Goes behind the net where Nolan Miller sends it up the near side boards. Arizona comes to it, however. That's Dawson Marshall, brother of Bailey Marshall, leading scorer for Arizona. Miller for the Rams sends it down to the near side corner. And they chip it to center ice where Hull picks it up for Arizona. Sends it over to the far side. And Charlie James, the lone senior, back in the lineup. They're calling that, boy, that's a very late offside call there, but that's Arizona called with an offside. Charlie James, the lone senior on this Arizona squad, number 23 for the Wildcats. Oh, he only has a few games left in his Wildcat career. He's not leaving anything in the locker room. It's all going to be out here on this Tucson Arena ice.
Yeah, we talk about how important these last few games are for this whole squad, but I don't think there's anyone on this team that they're going to be more important to than Charlie James. He's counting down the days. He knows that these are the last times he's going to put on that sweater and come out and play in the Tucson Arena. He's going to make those games count.
Well, it's hard to imagine. I was talking to Charlie James about this, and I remember him as a very young hockey player here. And he looked like a very young hockey player. And now he looks like a young man as a senior. And he agreed with me. He couldn't believe these are going to be his last games as a Wildcat. He wants to make the most of it. Playback underway. 4.5 minutes into this first period. We are scoreless between Arizona and CSU. Justin Dungy going for the puck. Circles around, sends it to the far side. We've talked about it a lot, Jackson. From now on, every game gets harder and harder for the Arizona Wildcats.
Yeah, it does, and I think that starts in the defensive zone, Tim. They need to find a way to control the puck in their own zone and move it out with control.
Arizona near the top of the WCHL in many offensive statistics, and here's a great surprise, Jackson. They're near the top in many defensive statistics, and I think that's really been the difference for this Wildcat squad this year. Yeah, they have some firepower. They play a much better defense in their own zone than we've seen the last couple of years.
Yeah, one thing I've talked to Coach Berman about is that he wants his player hungry for pucks. He wants them to, put their body on the line, and that's something he's been really happy with. They've gone out of their way. They've laid full on the ice, stop pucks with their helmets, all parts of their body, and I think that's exactly what Coach Berman wants. This is a team that really gives it all, and I think that's really easy to see in the defensive zone.
Well, McDonald was hungry for that puck, and he ate it up, so we'll have a face-off to his right. Bailey Marshall, leading scorer for the Wildcats in the circle for Arizona. Puck goes down, and Bailey Marshall wins that face-off. Nice face-off win. Back to the point. Good save in by Keelan Ulnick. Goes over to Manny Rowe on the near side. Ooh, and that nice soft feather pass. Oh, the puck goes right back through the crease and out to center ice. Manny Rowe has really developed that nice little feather pass right to the front of the net.
Yeah, it's kind of like a chip shot. He just kind of throws it around the net and kind of hopes good things will happen. And we've seen several times that when he does it, good things do tend to happen.
Nice save there by Manny Rowe. He kept the puck in briefly, but there's a pop fly to center ice. And Anthony Cusinelli, who we saw on television this morning here in Tucson, the Arizona Star, heads for the bench there. Ulnick over the line, but he gave it the puck, and we're going to have an odd man rush going back the other way. Now Arizona quickly gets back on defense. Good feat there by the Arizona Wildcats to get back on defense.
Yeah, that was a bad line change. It was a bad turnover, but they made the most of it. They recognized the situation, got back, and made a good defensive play.
There's a poor cross-ice pass there. A save by Bivelsick. I didn't see where that puck went the second time. I thought it may have gone under Bivs, but no harm done. Puck comes back to center ice. 6.5 minutes into the first period. We're still scoreless. A little bit of a feeling out period here between these two teams, Jackson. And the longer it goes on like this, of course, that first goal is so important. Oh, there's a puck that gets away from Bivs. Goes to the near side corner, now up the far side. This is where Arizona has gotten in trouble at times this season, not being able to get out at their own end, but they do break out here. Here's Justin Plumhoff over the line. Back to Plumhoff. Oh, it goes over stick into the near side. and the puck comes out to center ice. You know, I was going to say we were going to get some GoPro POV action on the referee's helmet. And no, it's on a lineman's helmet. I can see on the far side we have a GoPro camera. We'll bring that footage to you shortly. Always great to see some POV. Now we're going to get some POV of the bench. This is going to be great stuff. I thought it was the referee who was going to wear it here tonight. So we'll have a face-off to the left of Avery McDonald. Scoreless here, 6.5 minutes into, check that, 7.5 minutes into this first period. Puck pinballs into the far side corner, and the Rams dig for it. Good confident move there by Nolan Bivelsick, but he may have hit that a little too hard, and that's going to go far enough for icing, and it does. That's a good play if you don't ice the puck, Jackson. And also it didn't look like Nolan Bivelsick knew exactly where he was sending that puck.
Yeah, there aren't many good times to take an icing, but I think that was one. Nolan Bivelsick recognized that, you know, it could have been a 2-on-0 if you let that puck slip away, so he just got the puck, ripped it down, face off in your zone. I'll take it.
The Rams win the faceoff, goes back behind Bivelsick. Oh, a pinball's right in front. There's a good save there by Nolan. 8:04 gone in the first. We're still scoreless. You know, the game against Utah was a 1-0 kind of game for much of each of the first period of those two games, and then Arizona just plain broke it open. You don't anticipate that that same kind of trend can happen here. Colorado State, of course, still fighting for their tournament life, ranked 22nd right now. This almost becomes a must-win for Colorado State if they want to climb up those rankings just a little bit to get into contention to be part of that top 20 that go to the tournament.
Yeah, I think you're right, Tim, and I think the big thing about that is even though we don't really know how the standings work, we do know that beating a number 6 team would probably help you move up a little in the standings.
And Jackson and I have talked about this a lot. We know that goals for and against count. It's a computer ranking. Strength of schedule is heavily weighted. We're not quite sure about all the elements that go into these rankings. For instance, Arizona State is winless in this semester, yet they've re-entered the top 25 at number 24 by getting swept last weekend, possibly on the strength of who beat them. And so the joke has been if ASU can keep their losing streak going, they might be in contention for the national tournament as well. We got to hope that that doesn't actually happen. But the ACHA ranking system is a bit of a mystery. Arizona ranked number 6, but they know very well that it's razor thin, the statistics between number 6 where they are and perhaps the number 12 position. They know every goal counts and every game counts, not taking anything for granted, although obviously pleased with their high ranking now. But it doesn't mean anything unless you beat the Colorado State University Rams, and we're scoreless here in the first period. A little more than 10 minutes to go in the first. And we're going to have a hooking call, and I think Arizona's going to go on its first power play. Looks like Tito Moreno. Let me check that. Tyler Nelson, number 12 in the box for Colorado State. So Arizona gets its first power play. Coach Berman was saying before this game that this was one of his keys. He was really counting on their power play to be better than Colorado State.
Colorado State penalty. Number 12, Tyler Nelson, 2 minutes for hooking. Time of that penalty, 9 minutes, 34 seconds in the first period. And it gives your Wildcats a Hogan Transportation power play.
So a hooking minor for Nelson. The Cats come in and send it wide. Can they keep it in? No, it goes over Ben Jones' stick. He has to come back into his own end. The Colorado State bench erupts with glee over that. And here comes Colorado State in on the offense. Short-handed, weak shot in on Bivelsick. and he gobbles it up. That's good play by the Rams there, just taking time off that power play.
Yeah, and even though we're just a little over 30 seconds into this power play, I'm really impressed by one thing that Colorado State's doing. They're putting 3 guys on their own blue line, which kind of stops Arizona from using the speed that they like to use to enter the zone on the power play. So I think they're aware of how fast this Arizona team is, and they're just trying to stop them from entering the zone with speed. They don't care if they get in, just can't get in with speed.
1:25 to go on the power play for the Rams, for Arizona rather. Keelan Ulnick comes away with the puck. Ulnick over to Justin Dungy, chases the puck into the near side corner. Tries to get it back to Ulnick. Ulnick has the puck now. Kept in there by Manny Rose, sends that nice soft shot in, but McDonald saw it and made the save. Some good traffic there in front of McDonald, but he did see the puck. So we'll have another face-off to his right. Straight up, a minute to go in the man advantage. Face-off will be to the left, rather, of McDonald. That's Justin Plumhoff in, wins the face-off. Manny Rowe keeps it, sends it over to Ulnick on the far side. Back to Rowe. Will he send it? Ooh, bounces off of a CSU skate, but kept in. Back to Rowe. Will he send it? Down to Plumhoff. Back to Manny Rowe. Into the slot there on Dungy. Kind of dribbles wide, though. Good position on the ice for Justin Dungy, but he just couldn't get that shot off. Down to the last 20 seconds of the power play for Arizona. We're still scoreless. 9 minutes to go in this first period. Cats try to get some speed up through. There's a Dungy sends the shot wide, and it comes all the way out. That's the thing, Jackson. You want to take that big shot, that's great, but boy, you got to hit something with it.
Yeah, especially on the power play, you want to make sure you hit the net. You at least want to get it, if you can, low and on the pads. Hopefully it'll bounce around and get a good rebound, but you got to hit the net on the power play, Tim.
Power play is over. Anthony Cusinelli and Bailey Marshall on the ice, the two snipers. There's Bailey Marshall with the puck. Boy, he tried to stick handle through a couple Rams, but the Cats do manage to keep it in. Now it comes out to center ice. Boy, Bailey Marshall and Anthony Cusinelli looked like they were shot out of a cannon there. Chris Westland tumbles to the ice. He's okay and back up. Puck goes over Anthony Cusinelli's stick, and the Rams head back up ice. I think Cusinelli's, we can get a clear here, is going to head to the bench. Nope, he's got more of a shift in him as Bailey Marshall comes over the line. Marshall in over the line. Oh, and the puck just comes in on McDonald. Boy, you got to keep your eye on Anthony Cusinelli creeping up that other wing.
Yeah, and one thing Colorado State is doing is they're taking care of that extra guy. They saw Cusinelli coming. They couldn't really keep up with Cusinelli's speed, but they recognized that he was there, got a guy to him. They're really trying to shut down the center of the ice, almost like a funnel. They want to draw guys in, pinch them off, and get the puck. And so far, they're doing a pretty good job of shutting down those quick players.
Well, you can see as Keelan Ulnick has the shot that comes in over the glove of McDonald. Dribbles in front, but there's a Ram there. I can see how this Ram squad defeated a very tough UNLV squad. You'll remember a couple weeks ago, Jackson, the Skating Rebels came to Tucson and split. We thought they were a very good hockey team. Well, guess what? CSU went on the road and gave UNLV their first home loss of the year. I can see why this is a good hockey team.
Yeah, this is a team that likes to play at their speed, which is a little bit slower. And one thing you can really see exemplify that is when they're breaking out of their zone, they like the D-man to stand behind the net for as long as he can. He wants guys to start running around, kind of make UofA panic, say, hey, what's going on?
Puck comes into the near side corner. Now back to center ice. Manny Rowe goes for a change, and Arizona Dawson Marshall tries to get it deep, but it comes back out to center ice. Yeah, you're right, Jackson. Colorado State, 3 guys on the blue line, and their goal is just to try to keep that speed from Arizona coming over the blue line.
Yeah, they don't want any odd man rushes. They want Arizona to enter the zone on their terms. They want them slow, uncontrolled, and they've been doing that so far in this game.
There's a hit by Charlie James behind the net, and that's one of his roles on this Wildcat squad. Kind of wake his team up, get them excited a little bit, throw his body around. Puck comes to Charlie James, and you know what? As the puck comes off of his stick into the bench, you know, Charlie James has been skating better as well the last few games, I thought. He scored a beautiful goal against Central Oklahoma, and his role really isn't to score goals on this team, but that goal came from him skating hard to the net. He seems to be skating really hard here in his senior season.
Yeah, and I think that has a lot to do with the fact that it is his senior season. He doesn't want to have to, you know, in 10 years when he's looking back on these games, regret anything. He wants to say, hey, I gave it my all, and, you know, no matter how the season turns out, I don't want to regret my effort.
Well, the ultimate team hockey player, Charlie James, what a compliment to give any hockey player. He's a team guy, do anything for his teammates as Arizona tries to get the puck in the scoring position. It's just tipped away from Anthony Cusinelli. So dangerous from that spot on the ice, right at the dots. Cusinelli has the puck right at the dot, takes a shot, but it was right into the breadbasket of McDonald. That is his workshop, and he gives a little stick to a Ram player. A little bit of attitude from the very mild-mannered Anthony Cusinelli. I don't know if he took his stick in that sequence there, but he gave a little bit back. CSU goes for a line change here. That's such a dangerous area of the ice for Anthony Cusinelli.
Yeah, if I could put Anthony Cusinelli anywhere on the ice to score a goal, that's where I'm putting him. He scores most of those goals, but Colorado, again, keeping guys to the outside.
So Colorado State, even with Arizona here, 5:15 to go in the first period. And we are scoreless still. A couple good chances for either team, but a very evenly played period of hockey as Chris Westland tries to come in over the line with speed. And there's Anthony Cusinelli, some good stick work. Chris Westland with the puck now. You can tell Arizona's plan is they want to come into the zone with speed. That's not what Colorado State wants to have done. Anthony Cusinelli with a nice little tip there that just goes wide. It's right in the slot. And there's Bailey Marshall, his stick being held. How was that not called? Marshall being held there. And play continues on. Anthony Cusinelli tries to get the puck in front. And CSU weathers that storm, Jackson, and gets it out and goes for a change.
Yeah, they do. And I think, you know, when you leave guys like Bailey Marshall and Anthony Cusinelli sitting in front of the net, I mean, really the only thing you can do is almost draw a penalty. You kind of have to hold them, do what you can. They get away with a call there. I think that easily could have been a penalty, but that's what they're trying to do. Just kind of get bodies on Bailey Marshall, Anthony Cusinelli, and shut the Cats scoring down.
I don't know how you missed that. Bailey Marshall, the puck is coming to him, and he can't get his stick to the ice because it is literally being held by an opposing player. That's the definition of a 2-minute minor that was not called, so no power play for Arizona. Instead, the Cats are in the box, and the Rams have their first power play opportunity, and it's Anthony Cusinelli. I think someone may have gotten a little bit under Anthony Cusinelli's skin. We'll wait for this call.
Penalty on number 15, Anthony Cusinelli. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of that penalty, 15 minutes, 37 seconds in the first period.
Well, a Ram has absolutely gotten under the skin of Anthony Cusinelli. Mild-mannered player. I think in his Arizona career, that's his first cross-checking penalty. I didn't see what precipitated that, but guess what? The referee, the man with the stripes, did see it. It's a minor penalty, and the Rams go on their first power play. 1:30 to go in it. And one thing, that's a great game plan for Colorado State. Anthony Cusinelli, one of the 2 top scorers for Arizona. If you can get him thinking about stuff other than scoring goals, you've accomplished something.
Yeah, Anthony Cusinelli, I think he's one of the hardest guys to get him to think about anything other than the game and staying, you know, sound-minded throughout an entire game. He doesn't take a lot of penalties like that. So Colorado State must have that as part of their game plan. Get under the skin of these guys, you know, make them react and draw the penalty.
Well, everyone in the ACHA now knows about Bailey Marshall and Anthony Cusinelli. I mean, Anthony Cusinelli, 45 points in just 29 games. Bailey Marshall, 56 points in just 29 games. Those are 2 first-team All-Americas for sure from the Arizona Wildcats. And if you can get them off their game, and even better, get them in the penalty box, like Anthony Cusinelli is right now, you've done something good. We're under 3 minutes to go, 2:50 now to go in the first period. 28 seconds to go on the power play for Colorado State. As we said, Arizona statistically has one of the best penalty kills in the WCHL. Well, they need to be good right here. Colorado State has the puck, sends it down low. Trying to go cross ice. Arizona gets a puck on the stick on the puck, but can't get it out of the zone. Manny Rowe chasing there, tries to send it. 3 players now there behind the goal line for Colorado State. Now they drift out, try to send it cross ice there. Can Anthony Cusinelli get to this puck and get it out of the zone? He does, and he's taken down, no call. The power play is over. Cusinelli was out of the box, and now he heads to the bench. And that's a good no call, but good for Anthony Cusinelli for getting that puck out of the zone. Fancy move there by Keelan Ulnick, and he's pulled down with a stick. No call. Keelan Ulnick was pulled down by the shoulder by a stick, and play continues on down to the last 1:43 in the first period. I marked that as 2 penalties missed there by the referee.
Yeah, and you always talk about that, not real ticker that referees have that usually evens out the calls over the game. So I have to see if they do start calling any penalties that give the Cats power play here.
Boy, that was such an obvious penalty because it impeded the player. He literally was taken to the ice from the shoulder with a high stick. And just like that, we have an interference call, I believe, on a Ram. This might be, again, we talk about that clicker. There was a couple calls there that I think were pretty missed here, but Jacob Morgan now is going to go to the box for Colorado State.
Yeah, and you have to remember, Tim, sometimes the officials do recognize that they do miss calls, so they'll try to make up for that. Maybe they, kind of give a weak call that wouldn't usually be called because, that team does deserve a power play at some point when you're missing some calls like that.
Yeah, we talk about this a lot as Arizona now goes on the power play. Ben Jones with the puck down low to Bailey Marshall. Marshall back to Jones. Jones gives the puck up, back to Marshall. Marshall sends it in. Oh, that deflected around, but it went right through the crease. Back to Jones. 1 minute to go in the period. Bailey Marshall with the puck. Back to Jones in the center of the ice. Sends it far side. Cusinelli's shot goes wide. Bailey Marshall retrieves it, though. Gets it back to Jones. Is he going to send it? No, he sends it over to Cusinelli. Cusinelli tries to send it down low. It goes right through the crease, and it's going to get out of the zone. We talk about it. We've talked about it before. This is the most difficult game to officiate for a referee. It's very difficult. Referees are human, and they can make mistakes, and then they try to do the best job they can. So we really do accept that. We also talk about how Coach Berman doesn't use the 2 referee system. He uses just 1 referee. He thinks that gives a more consistent game. Well, that means some stuff gets missed because you don't have a guy especially watching behind the play.
Yeah.
So the last 5 seconds to go in the period, about 40 seconds to go in the power play, that will hang over into the second period. So there'll be 40
shots on goal in the first period. Colorado State with 7, Arizona with 8. At the end of 1 period of play.
So there'll be some power play time for Arizona to start the second period. The shots on goal were 8 for Arizona in that first period, 7 for CSU. And I think that tells the story. That was a pretty evenly played game.
Evenly played, period, by 2 totally different teams. Arizona wants to use that speed. Colorado State, they want to slow things down. They kind of want to be able to stand around, wait for the pass. And what they're trying to do, Tim, is they want to make Arizona bite. They want to make them overcommit to a play, and then they can make 2 or 3 steps, make the quick pass, and then they're out of the zone. So Colorado State kind of waits to use their speed, while Arizona just kind of has that speed that they can use the entire game.
Yeah, it seems like Arizona wants to barrel into the zone and cause some havoc, and CSU just wants to settle everything down. Well, we have a good hockey game. We're scoreless at the end of 1 period of play between number 6 Arizona and number 22 Colorado State. And we'll return for the second period of play in just a moment. Right now, we've got a package of video highlights and interviews because you are watching University of Arizona Wildcat Hockey.
Wildcat Hockey is back home. Save up to 20% with UofA Hockey's new Flex Pack options, with access of up to 12 UofA games this season.
Your Arizona Wildcats.
Don't miss out. FlexPack tickets are available at TCC box office or call in 791-4101. That's 791-4101. Supporting a UofA hockey team just got easier with our new FlexPack ticket plans. For more information, please visit ArizonaWildcatHockey.org.
You walk into this building on an ASU night, I mean, it feels different. Everybody feels it, from the fans to, the media, down to the coaching staff. Beating these guys, a couple more times, I don't think that anything could really beat that.
And the Wildcats will secure the Cactus Cup.
There's a shot to goal. Arizona takes the lead.
That is all Jake Dickinson. He's wheeling and dealing. That's my player of the game, Tim. Easy.
Your hockey team, your Arizona Wildcats. Tickets for Arizona hockey are now on sale. Your hockey team, your Arizona Wildcats. Call 791-4101 for tickets now. I'm Timothy Gasson. They call me the AZ Puck Man. I've been following hockey at the University of Arizona for more than 30 years. And this is my Wildcat Hockey Report. Welcome to another Wildcat Hockey Report. Let's send it over to Victor Garcia with a very special video feature.
Thank you, Tim. I'm here with Anthony Cusinelli, captain of the UofA hockey team. So, Anthony, we get to see you play out here on this ice from the stands. We get to see the action, you taking your shots for your goals. Amazing stuff. Tell me, what is it like? What is the sensation of skating, feeling the ice beneath you? Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool feeling. I mean, I'm kind of used to it by now. I've been skating since I was about 5 years old. I fell in love with the game when I was that young, and I still have the same feeling every time I skate.
And it must be a weird feeling knowing that there's other people on the ice. They all want the same thing. What is it like to know that there's other people out there trying to stop you from doing your thing out on the ice?
Yeah, it kind of seems like there's a lot of traffic at sometimes. There's 5 guys on your team, 5 guys on their team, and you don't have much time to think. And when you get the puck, you got to make a quick decision, and you don't have as much time as you think when you get the puck, and you kind of have to think on your toes and know what you're doing before you get the puck.
With all that gear you have on, people don't know that you have a lot of those gloves going on, you have all those pads on you. How does it feel to feel that end of the stick with those thick gloves? Like, do you feel the puck when it comes to you?
Yeah, it's a different feeling. You kind of try to keep your head up when you have the puck, but you can definitely feel every little stick handle. Whenever you have the puck, you can feel it. When you're about to shoot, I can feel the momentum in my hands moving. And yeah, you don't really realize how much that goes into it, but I feel everything when I'm out there.
You and a lot of other players take a lot of brutal punishment. What is it like to feel your face pressed against this gnarly glass?
Yeah, it's not fun for sure. You kind of get introduced to it when you're younger. So I think I was about 12 when I started getting hit more often. And I mean, you kind of learn how to take a hit. You learn how to give hits the right way. And it's definitely not fun to get hit or be tackled in the ASU games especially. But you kind of get used to it, and it becomes just part of the game.
Any occasion where you think this is like the worst time you've ever been tackled or taken down before?
Yeah, in juniors I got a couple of sticks to the face, lost my tooth, and broke my nose last game, but it's all part of the game.
What is the feeling of gliding on the ice? You feel like it looks like you're flying from the stands. What is that feeling of the speed, like pressing against your face, the wind going?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, you definitely feel the wind when you're skating fast, and hearing the fans and hearing the ice crack when you're taking your strides. It's definitely a cool feeling.
So hockey is a very full contact, violent sport. Tell me, how does a hockey player get that fear out of their mind? Because you can't play out on this ice with fear in your mind. How do you get that out?
Yeah, I think it's tough for sure. A lot of it's mental. It's a really big mental game. And when you're playing, you just got to try to control what you can control and put the fear in the back of your head, because you know you're going to get hit, you know you're going to get bumped. But as long as you can just focus on the game, you'll be fine.
So Anthony, while you're skating out here, tell me the feeling of it when everything comes together, when you feel that you might take a shot and you might score. What is that feeling like?
Yeah, I think there's certain times when you know you're going to score and when you know it's just a shot on net. But when I get the puck on my stick and I know it feels right and I know I have a good opportunity to score, it's an amazing feeling. And then especially when it turns out as planned and I score, it's an awesome feeling, especially here in front of our fans.
Yes, and there's another one off the stick and in the net. Arizona takes a 4-0 lead.
We've been speaking to Anthony Cusinelli, captain of the UofA Hockey team. That'll be it with the Wildcat Hockey Report. We'll see you on the ice at the Tucson Arena.
I'm Timothy Gasson. We're here in Columbus, Ohio. That's the site of the 2018 ACHA National Tournament. I'm with the captain of the Arizona Wildcats. This is Orion Olson. And Orion, you've been to this tournament before here in 2016 with the Arizona Wildcats. Let's talk about how important it is to have experience in a national tournament like this. What did you learn about being in a national tournament in 2016 when Arizona came here and won its first game in overtime?
Well, it's all about intensity, to be honest, and just coming ready to play and leaving it all out there because, you know, it's do or die. So one loss and you're done. So all the hard work you put in throughout the season comes down to this. So it just comes down to performing. I'm with the head coach of the Arizona Wildcats. This is Chad Berman. Coach, this is your fifth ACHA national tournament, your second as the Arizona head coach. Can you just talk about how special it is to get the 20 best college hockey teams from around the nation into one place and watch them all play?
Yeah, it's really special. I mean, the environment, the work you put in for 6 months to get to this point, it's just so different. It's such a great experience for these kids. It's something they'll never forget. You know, the 20 best teams in the country are in one building now and get to play for it, and the hottest team's going to win it. So it's a lot of fun.
You have some ice right now. Practice is just starting here in Columbus, Ohio at the Ice House. This is the practice facility for the NHL Blue Jackets. What do you hope to accomplish in this quick hour here on the ice?
Yeah, you know, just get some pucks moving, get everyone's feet going. Again, we haven't been on the ice for 2 weeks, so we expect to be a little rusty, but hopefully we'll be rusty here and not in the first 10 minutes of the game. So again, just get our feet moving, get some pucks going, and we'll go from there.
So we've talked a lot about how big of a trip this is for this team to qualify for the national tournament, come all the way from Tucson, Arizona to Columbus, Ohio. Well, all that's done. Tomorrow you get to play a hockey game. Right. You get to play Missouri State. What do the Wildcats have to do? How do you have to play against the Missouri State Bears to come away with a victory in the 2018 national tournament?
Well, they always come out gritty, and they're a tough team to play against, so we just have to do the same, match their intensity, and take it to them.
So, Coach, I'll ask you what I asked Orion Olson, the captain of the team, and head coach Chad Berman. What do the Wildcats have to do? How do they have to play in this first game of the tournament tomorrow night against Missouri State in order to come away with the victory?
You know, Missouri State, it's their first time being here, so they're going to be excited. You know, their effort, their compete will be up, so we're going to have to match that and just out-compete them. And, you know, we know how to play the game. Just go out there and have some fun.
You know, it's a lot of work. It's 6 months. It's a grind in a season. These kids, a lot of people just see them on the ice. They don't understand. They're also doing school on the road and the hotels and the you know, the flying in and out of hotels, and you know, it's a grind for these kids. So the work they put in over the year, this is their reward. And you know, I'm sure there's going to be nerves the first 5-10 minutes, but you know, at some point they're going to settle in, be able to enjoy this and just enjoy the experience, and just kind of they'll have a moment where they look around, they really get to take it in, and hopefully we have some success and extend that stay.
Could it possibly be any better than to end your college hockey career in the national tournament as the captain of the Arizona Wildcats?
No, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to play and go out with those guys, win or lose. I hope we take it to the end, but I'm going to go out battling with them. I'm excited for it.
Your hockey team, your Arizona Wildcats. Tickets for Arizona hockey are now on sale. Your hockey team, your Arizona Wildcats. Call 791-4101 for tickets now. And welcome back to University of Arizona Wildcat Hockey. I'm Timothy Gasson. I'm joined by my broadcast partner, Jackson Peters. We have one period in the books between number 6 Arizona and number 22 Colorado State. We're scoreless. And Jackson, that was about as evenly played a first period as you can imagine. Only 8 shots for Arizona, 7 for Colorado State. I gotta believe that the Rams have to be very happy with their first period of play.
Yeah, you know, from what I saw, Tim, it looked like Colorado State, you know, really stuck true to their game plan. You could see them hold the puck, you know, try and slow things down. And as we've seen all season, Tim, this Arizona team, they like to move fast. They like to move the puck fast. They like to make that super quick zone entry. In Colorado State, they put 3 guys center, left, right of the blue line, and they want to prevent Arizona from getting those quick odd man rushes, and so far they've been doing a good job of that. And another thing that I think Colorado State did really well in that first period is they got Arizona players agitated. We saw Anthony Cusinelli, a guy we hardly ever see go to the box for a call like cross-checking. So if Colorado State can, you know, get guys like Anthony Cusinelli frustrated, I think they're doing everything in their power to get this game to go their way.
No, I think you're absolutely right. So what did Arizona do well in that first period?
So the thing that they did really well, and I cannot be happier about it, is they were able to get the puck in their defensive zone, and they got it out with control. They got stopped in the opposing blue line, but it's still an improvement in my book. I've been talking to you about it all season long, Tim. They got to find a way to exit their zone, the defensive zone, with control, and they did that really well in the first period.
No, I think you're right. I think they did a better job of not getting bottled up in their own end of the ice. They were able to at least break out of their own zone. Now they have to somehow, like you said, break over the Rams' blue line with some speed, possession of the puck, use that speed to move the puck into a better shooting positions to get some better shots on goal. For either team, 8 or 7 shots on goal is not going to get it done tonight.
No, it's not. And I think what Arizona needs to do is they need to make their forecheck, you know, a little bit more aggressive. You're letting Colorado State players stand there for a little bit too long, letting them look up, you know, say, hey, what's the right play to make here? Arizona is such a fast team that they have the ability to forecheck opposing teams, you know, so quickly that they kind of just throw the puck away. And I think that'll be important for them tonight. I think that's the key to the next 2 periods is forecheck hard and make Colorado State players make bad decisions.
So we're scoreless after 1 period of play. We're waiting for the teams to take the ice. The Zambonis just now leaving. I see the Arizona coaching staff coming back to ice level now. Boy, such big games for the Arizona Wildcats here in the Western Collegiate Hockey League. Just 5 games left. They can ill afford to drop one on home ice because you know that ACHA computer, that fickle ACHA computer, would not like a number 6 ranked team dropping a home game to a number 22 ranked team on home ice. I think the Arizona would be penalized by several spots, even if they went on to sweep Colorado, and that's no guarantee. The Colorado Buffalo are going to come in here a very determined squad, trying to get one of those last few spots in the national tournament. That's a dangerous hockey team when you have something to play for this late in the season.
Yeah, I think any team that, realizes that their season is on the line, it's a make or break moment, I think that's when teams play their best hockey. If you know that, if you don't give it your all tonight, you might not get another game to play. So I think Colorado State recognizes that these games are going to be huge if they want to make the tournament or not. It's not a matter of, Arizona, they want to finish as high as they can. Colorado State, they just want to break, a rank.
Well, as we said, Colorado State has to be playing with some confidence here after defeating UNLV on the road last weekend. The first home loss for the Skating Rebels. I think they're going to have some success in the national tournament. Here come the Arizona Wildcats now getting ready to come back on the ice as well. We've seen Central Oklahoma here in the last few weeks. We know they're going to do well in the national tournament. Arizona is really getting good preparation for the national tournament. They're playing really good hockey teams.
Yeah, they are, and they're coming out every night, playing like they're playing the best team in the league, which I said a while back, Tim, is really important if they want to be successful. They have to play every night, every team, like it's the #1 ranked team in the league, and that tonight is the most important game. And they've been doing that. They've really been giving a full 60-minute, 100% effort, and they need to keep doing that.
Well, and let's not forget about ASU, having a rebuilding year, having a tough year, but they're the arch rivals of Arizona. They have not beaten Arizona this year. You get the idea, if ASU could just beat Arizona once this year, it would save their entire season, makes them an incredibly dangerous opponent for Arizona. Those will be the next home games in about 3 weeks' time. But we've got a lot of hockey here tonight and tomorrow and Saturday. Remember, 1 p.m. puck drop Friday and Saturday against the Colorado Buffalo. It's the Colorado schools here at the Tucson Arena this weekend, and it's Colorado State and the Rams here tonight. We're scoreless, getting ready to play the second period of play. Arizona will be going from right to left. Colorado State from left to right. We are ready to drop the puck. Good crowd here at the Tucson Arena for a Thursday night. And the puck is down, and the second period of play is underway. I'm Timothy Gasson along with Jackson Peters, bringing you University of Arizona Wildcats hockey. Arizona ranked number 6 in the nation, their highest ranking in a generation. Let's see if they can protect that ranking here on home ice against what looks like a very well-coached Rams squad. So Arizona comes up with the puck. Anthony Cusinelli, the sniper, to center ice. Now over the blue line, using his speed down. Takes a shot. Oh, that shot almost went in the near side post. McDonald found it a second time. A dangerous, dangerous shot from Anthony Cusinelli.
Looks like it went just off the post and bounced off of Avery McDonald's back. I think he's lucky that one didn't sneak past him. Anthony Cusinelli, such a quick shot. As soon as he wants to take the shot, it almost seems like it's at the net already. But here we are, still at a 0-0 game.
Yeah, Anthony Cusinelli has scored so many goals from that exact same position. I mean, that's not a great angle. Arizona really trying to crash the net here and put some pressure on early in the second period. We're just 41 seconds into the second. Shot comes in on McDonald again. I think you can tell that the Arizona coaching staff has said that they need to speed this game up a little bit. They need to put some pressure on Colorado State, the road team here.
Yeah, and like I said during the intermission, Tim, it's all about that forecheck. You got to get on your man in the offensive zone. You can't let these guys have enough time to make the smart play.
Vale Artizon with the puck now down low to Josh Larson. Ooh, there's a drop pass right in the middle of the Ram zone, but they escape out to center ice. Digging for it at center ice now. The Rams come away with it. That's Liam Millar. Here come the Cats with the break over the line. There's a shot that just goes wide from Vail Artizone, who had the hat trick last week. Nice move by Artizone, but the puck just goes wide. Pinballs around, and now here comes on the counter punch. CSU sending it down deep. West Freiburg sends it back up, and now here comes with some speed. Arizona with a nice shot by Cully Olson, the brother of Orion Olson, former captain of the Wildcats. He had a big goal last week as well. You know, we talk about trying to get secondary scoring from the Arizona Wildcats. Well, last weekend we had secondary, tertiary. Is quaternary? Is that a word? What would be fourth? Tertiary's third. What would fourth be?
I'm not sure, Tim, but what I am sure of is that when you get guys like Vail Artizone scoring 3 goals in a game, there's not much more you can ask from secondary scoring. That's what you need at a time like this. You need guys like Vail putting up big numbers. And, you know, this is what the Wildcats need right now. The final stretch of the season, you cannot be relying on your big scores. You need guys like Vail Artizone to step up, make big plays, and they're doing it right now, Tim.
I like Jackson. Well, I just don't know, Tim, but I'll tell you what I do know. That's a good play there. Play back on now as we're just 2 minutes into this second period. I don't think Vail Artizone has to put up big numbers. If he puts up any numbers, if third and fourth line guys for Arizona put up any numbers at all, it'll mean it'll add up to a lot for the Arizona Wildcats as they try to come in over the line again and give up the puck right at the blue line. Colorado State tries to come back the other way. Arizona needs to get back here. Freiburg makes the play, and the puck kind of goes wide. Now it's dangerously right at the goal line. That was a dangerous sequence for the Arizona Wildcats. I think they're fortunate to get away with it.
Yeah, they are, and that turnover all comes from that 3-man wall I keep talking about that Colorado State has. They stand there, they try to force the turnover, which allows them to, you know, kind of catch Arizona off guard if they're able to get the puck there. They can jump by and, you know, get an odd man rush, which they got there, but Nolan Bivelsic able to make the save and keep this game even.
Face off to the left of Nolan Bivelsic. Won by Colorado State. They're going to send it back to their point. That was Samuel Thurchley, excuse me, trying to get it down low. Thurchley again with the puck. And there's a nice blocker save by Avery McDonald.
So again, you know, I think goaltending has been one of the biggest aspects so far this year of why Arizona has done so well. And again, Nolan Bivelsic here tonight, you know, he's facing some pretty good shots from Colorado State, but what he's doing is he's really shutting down the rebounds there. He made the save there and deflected it out of play. That's a good save. You know, you don't allow Colorado State to get that second or third chance.
The Rams have the puck briefly, but sends it up the wide side where Jake Dickinson tries to get it out. Ben Jones with the puck behind the net, deflects up the near side corner. Ben Jones with the puck again. This is where the Cats have had some problems in the past, but now Hull has some ice, and he headmans the puck. There's a man wide open in the slot as the puck just goes wide off of Dawson Marshall. Boy, that's Arizona using their speed, and they got the puck to the front of the net. It just doesn't go in. Some good play there by Arizona, and McDonald just jumps on it for a face-off. Good play by him, but that's what Arizona wants to do. They want to rush that puck, and there was a nice little bounce pass off the board to allow the Arizona player to enter the zone and get the puck.
Yeah, what they want to do is they kind of want to cause some commotion, and that's kind of what they did there. You know, kind of catch Colorado State, you know, off guard. They threw the puck to the net. McDonald able to get the whistle, but they're doing the right things here. They're getting pucks in net, and they're getting it there with speed.
There's Anthony Cusinelli, just didn't quite have the handle on that puck. and it rolls in on McDonald. He makes the save. We're only 3.5 minutes into the second period, but it seems like the pressure has really been turned up by the Arizona Wildcats.
Yeah, I think, something was said during that first intermission that really got these guys going. You can see a little bit more intensity.
Keelan Olnick keeps it in at the blue line, sends it down low. I think you're absolutely right, Jackson. Their intensity is up. Chris Westland keeps it in the zone. Over to Marshall. There's Cusinelli right in the slot. He tried to sneak that one down low. That's a really good save there by Avery McDonald, because Anthony Cusinelli was kind of sneaking behind Bailey Marshall there, tried to hide himself there so that McDonald couldn't see where that puck was going. Nice save by McDonald.
Yeah, I think you're right, Tim. I'm not sure McDonald quite knew where that puck was coming from, but he tracked it, made the big save, caught it right in his chest, and we'll get another whistle.
Marshall wins the faceoff for Arizona. He's going to try to send it down low. Pin balls around behind. There's Cusinelli. Oh, sent a blind pass up to the near side corner, and Colorado State's able to get the puck out. Arizona looks a little more confident here, but we're still scoreless 4 minutes into the second period between the Rams and the Wildcats. Chris Westland with the puck there, but he loses it to Ram. Bailey Marshall comes away with it, sends it high. Manny Rose sends it low, and Bailey Marshall's there with Chris Westland. A couple cats in the same part of the ice. Westland with the puck. Sends it up to the blue line. Good to play to keep that in and send it down low. Nice shift here by Arizona. Can they get another shot on goal? No. The Rams get it out to center ice. Keelan Olnick whiffs on that puck, but maintains possession. Comes back to Olnick. He's going to head up ice with some speed over the blue line. Keelan Olnick tried one little dipsy move inside, but the puck comes back to him, sends it right into the crease, but no one is there for Arizona. Jackson, the Cats have to be careful about counter punches from the Rams. They're sending guys in deep, and they could get caught deep in that Ram zone.
Yeah, this Colorado State team is so explosive. They have the ability to go from a straight standstill to really getting 3 or 4 strides and just burning up the side of the ice. So they need to watch out for how quickly this Rams team can accelerate.
And here come the Rams to center ice now over the Wildcats line. Little dipsy move. There's a nice shot by the Rams and an even better save by Bivelsick. We come right back the other way. Just about 6 minutes gone in the second period. We're still scoreless. Arizona has put some pressure on, but have not dented the twine. Max Freiberg sends one in. A nice attempt by Josh Larson. Had a tip there. Good stick by Josh Larson. Cats buzzing here. Justin Plumhoff sends it down the near side. Back to Freiberg. He tries to send it down low. He does. Comes right back into the slot. Josh Larson gets a lucky bounce and gets his stick on the puck. But Avery McDonald with another great save.
Yeah, that went from a missed pass to what I think was the best scoring chance we've seen in this game so far. Bounced right in front of the net to Josh Larson. And what a great save by Avery McDonald to keep this score even at 0.
Josh Larson cannot believe that he did not score there for Arizona. They have to keep from being frustrated here. They're doing a lot of good things. Freiberg has a wide open shot, and it goes wide. Oh, McDonald's down and out, but Arizona couldn't get a stick on the puck. They've got all the right ideas right now, but McDonald's doing a great job in goal for the Rams. Cats keep it in briefly. Cats working harder here in the second period, Jackson.
Yeah, you can see them really never stop moving their feet. They want to win every race to the puck, and so far they've been winning most of them. But it's that attitude to, never stop moving your feet that'll make you successful.
Rams in over the line, though. Send a shot that goes wide of Nolan Bivelsick. Cats get it back out of the zone, but it was Cully Olson who was at the end of his shift and went to the bench. Justin Dungy digs for it there behind the Arizona net, comes away with it. Sends it up to Dawson Marshall, now to center ice. Momentum definitely with Arizona here. Can they stay out of the box and get that all-important first goal as they leave the puck alone there for a CSU player to send it high and wide? Very fortunate there. As there's another shot that's high and wide, Arizona needs to get this puck out of the zone.
This is when it gets real dangerous for Arizona, when they get trapped in their own zone.
Wow, there's a floater in on Bivelsick. He makes the save. This is a really dangerous shift here for Arizona. Colorado State almost took the 1-goal lead there, and that's going to be an ice on Arizona. Unforced error on Arizona. 9 minutes and 10 seconds into this second period. And that's an ice, and you can see Arizona players very tired there. Having to stay on the ice, and so we'll have a face-off to the right of Nolan Bivelsick, who has saved Arizona a couple times here tonight from some sloppy puck control of their own end.
Yeah, he is, and this squad's going to have to come up big, clear the puck here, and get a change.
Cats do get the puck to center ice. Let's see if they can get off the ice for a change. Got some tired Wildcats out there. Liam Millard sent it in. I think he took an ice. So we'll come back down in front of Avery McDonald, who's played very well in goal for the Colorado State University Rams.
He's made some big saves in this second period, kept his team in. I think there were 2 scoring chances the Cats had earlier that easily could have been goals if McDonald wasn't bouncing around the crease and making big saves.
Play back on as Arizona comes up to the puck in front of their own goaltender. Past Anthony Cusinelli, but up the far side now. Bailey Marshall with the puck, and he shoots and scores! Bailey Marshall had to reach behind him, but his stick found the puck, and it's in the net. Bailey Marshall puts the Arizona Wildcats up 1-0. Wildcats lead!
Wow, what a goal by Bailey Marshall. He gives it the beaver tail, he's slapping his stick on the ice, gets the puck, and then he loses control of it. But the scorer he is, he keeps control of it, finds it, gets the shot off, and buries it.
That's incredible feel and talent from Bailey Marshall. He lost the puck, and in that split second, found it again and puts it in the net. Arizona takes that all-important 1-0 lead.
Arizona Wildcat goal given to number 11, Bailey Marshall. The assist to number 12, Chris Westland, and number 15, Anthony Cusinelli. Well, that's Marshall from Westland and Cusinelli. Time of your Wildcat goal, 8 minutes, 50 seconds in the second period.
He shoots, he scores. Bailey Marshall with a goal scorer's goal. But you know, we talk about it. Great things happen when you break to the net. Even better when the puck is on your stick and you are Bailey Marshall.
Yeah, and you can tell that that's a goal that comes from communication. Chris Westland, who made that pass, it didn't look like he had any sight on Bailey Marshall, but you could hear him from up here. He was screaming for the puck. Westland follows that voice and gets the puck to Bailey Marshall, and he's able to find a way to bury it.
Huge goal by Bailey Marshall. So Arizona takes a 1-0 lead. We're heading towards the halfway mark of the game. 10:20 to go in the second period. Cats in on another break. There's a backhand attempt by Justin Plumhoff that goes wide. Arizona trying to put the body on now here a little bit. And Colorado State needs to respond. Over the line they come with a nice drop pass. Nolan Bivelsick makes the save. 10:03 to go in the second. We're almost halfway home in this game. That first goal, so important for the Arizona Wildcats.
Yeah, it is, especially with, you know, how much they've dominated in the offensive zone in this second period. They've had so many good scoring chances. You could kind of keep telling it they were going to keep getting more and more chances. They get a great one there. Bailey Marshall makes the best of it. And here they're up 1-0. But, you know, that's not going to be enough in this game, I don't think, Tim. I think both of these teams are playing so even right now that they got to keep the offensive pressure up. Keep doing the same things that they've been doing for the first half of this period.
Well, you'll remember, Jackson, a couple weeks ago, the University of Central Oklahoma was here. Arizona won that game 1-0, and it seemed like there were 100 opportunities for goals to be scored in that third period, but it ended up 1-0. Who could have anticipated that? So rare in college hockey. I think you're absolutely right. I think if Arizona wants to secure this win, they got to pop a couple more in the net. The Rams have the puck, though, in the Arizona end. Max Meyer comes away with it. Ram is sandwiched to the glass there. It's Samuel Thrutchley. I think we're going to have a couple guys thrown here. This is probably a good idea just to turn the temperature down a little bit. It'll be Thrutchley and Cully Olson both going. This will probably be coincidental roughings, I'm going to guess.
And I think that's good officiating. You know, they were kind of roughing each other up on the boards, but I think the best thing to do there is, you know, slow the game down. You know, you don't want any rough stuff. You know, it wasn't really necessary, so I think that's the right call. Coincidentals should be the right call, Tim.
Players have to be careful, though, because sometimes only one gets called. Then suddenly, especially in playoff hockey, that can be the decider in a game. So you got to be careful if you engage in that kind of stuff. We've got offsetting minors here, though. We'll wait for the call. I'm sure they're offsetting roughing minors. Arizona gives up the puck. Keelan Olin right in front of his goaltender.
Samuel Thrutchley, 2 minutes for roughing. Arizona Wildcat penalty on number 14, Cully Olson, 2 minutes for elbowing. Both penalties at 10 minutes, 38 seconds.
Well, they're all worth 2 minutes, so we got an elbow and a rough at the same time. And we're skating 4-on-4 for the next 125. I got to believe this 4-on-4 actually benefits Arizona. They appear to be the faster team, but here comes the Rams over the line with a shot that Bivelsic saves off of Ben Joseph, one of the leading scorers for the Rams. Here comes Anthony Cusinelli back the other way. Here's a shot that bounces off McDonald. Boy, that puck got away from him. He was very fortunate that an Arizona stick wasn't near that puck. 50 seconds to go in the offsetting coincidental minors. Ben Jones tries to keep the puck in the zone, and Liam Millar tries to get it out. Bailey Marshall there dogging for the puck. Ben Jones with it now as the Rams went for a line change. 25 seconds to go on the offsetting. Hull for Arizona with the puck behind the net. Sends it far side, or near side rather, to Ben Jones. Back to Hull. Rams intercept and try to come back the other way down to the last 5 seconds of the 4-on-4. Players will come out in 3, 2, 1 now. They're back on the ice, and here comes Arizona. Over to Olson. Can he get the puck in front of the net? He does. It bounces in. Josh Larson goes for it there. He takes some abuse. Boy, he took some abuse up high. You can see the helmet on the back of his head. Nothing called. Now we got a little bit more going on between Samuel Cote for the Rams and some Cats. Cooler heads prevail. 7:12 to go in the second. Arizona with a 1-0 lead. And boy, I sure like the discipline of this Colorado State University Rams squad. They have a system, and they really stick to what they do.
Yeah, and you can see, you know, they always have their head up looking to do their system, but you can tell just how well coached they are, because if they look up, the play's gone, you know, they find a way to make the most out of it.
And what was I just saying, Jackson, about when you get in altercations, you know, sometimes just one is called. Okay, well, here comes a Ram. Justin Plumoff went to the box, and I didn't see a Ram coming in. Now we've got a CSU player going in, so that's Samuel Cote. Yeah, he was dishing out some stuff. I got to believe these are going to be coincidental as well, and they are. 2-minute minors for each. So we'll go back to 4-on-4. And as I said, I think 4-on-4 benefits the Arizona Wildcats here if they can use their speed.
Yeah, playing 4-on-4 kind of shuts down what CSU wants to do. They want to shut down the zone entry, which is a lot harder to do with 4 guys.
2 minutes for roughing. Wildcat penalty on number 19, Justin Plumoff. 2 minutes for roughing. Both penalties at 12 minutes, 48 seconds of the second period.
6:50 to go in the second period. Now 1:40 to go on the latest 4-on-4. Arizona with a 1-0 lead. Coming in over the line. That's Manny Rowe with the puck. Feathers it down low. Anthony Cusinelli digs for it there for Arizona. Comes up the near side with it. Back to Manny Rowe at the point. Sends it over to Keelan Ulnick on the wide side. Back to Manny Rowe. Over to the dot to Cusinelli, who tries to make a move with it. Still comes away with the puck. Nice move there by Anthony Cusinelli, but the puck now comes out to center ice. Back to Cusinelli. He's going to just fire it right back in. 1 minute to go on the 4-on-4. Arizona goes for a change, partial change. And here come the Rams. 4-on-4, every mistake is amplified, of course, Jackson, so you got to make sure to still protect your own blue line. But here comes Ben Jones over the line for Arizona, heads down deep. He's got Chris Westland in front. Over to Westland in the near side dot. Over to Hull. Good move there by Hull to turn inside, but he can't keep the puck in the zone. And Arizona starts over again. Max Meyer in over the zone with the puck. Hull wants to head to the front of the net. Westland's on the far side. Westland's on the far side. They can't get him the puck. Ooh, Westland was set up for a back door there. The puck gets to him now, but Freiberg can't keep it in the zone. 10 seconds to go on the 4-on-4, and Arizona just sends it right back in. 5:15 to go in the second period. Arizona with a 1-0 lead over the Colorado State University Rams. Big shot and a big pad save. McDonald's certainly seen more quality shots in this second period.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure if he saw that shot. It looked like it got deflected, and he was able to make the save, but he's played so excellently. He's always found a way to find the puck. Just one slipping past him in the second period. He's really held his team in this game, Tim.
Yeah, McDonald's has played a good game here tonight. Arizona with better chances here in the second period, and they have a 1-0 lead. 4:35 to go in the second period. Now Arizona has to stay out of the box, Jackson. Last 5 minutes of the second period, 1-goal lead at home. They need to do what got them here, get their speed going and get more pucks in on McDonald.
Yeah, like I said before, Tim, they got to keep the forecheck up. They have so much speed that they can use to pressure this Colorado State team, and they just need to keep doing that, force them to make errors.
Keelan Ulnick sent it to center ice, and here come the Rams right back in over the line. Tanner Gillis going for the puck along with Ben Joseph. It's a shot that just goes wide. Keelan Ulnick with it. Needs to slow things down. He moves out the far side, sends it back up the near side. Dawson Marshall. Good play there by Ulnick, and Arizona able to relieve the pressure. And they're calling Arizona offside there. There's a whistle. We'll have to see here on the replay.
For a chance to win a UofA jersey and 4 tickets to a future UofA hockey.
Well, they called it offside, so we'll have a face-off outside the Arizona blue line. Unless that player who was nearest to us was already over the zone, and the linesman was right there, that must have been the case. So Arizona wins the face-off. Ben Jones over to Hull, who sends it down low. McDonald leaves it there and sends it up the far side boards. Takes a weird bounce off the boards, but puck's able to come out to center ice. Bailey Marshall trying to dipsy-do around 4 guys there, right in the slot. Anthony Cusinelli trying to pick up that loose puck. Arizona's got to be careful here, though, so that they're not caught deep. 3:10 to go in the second period. Now Arizona 1, Colorado State 0. Good Colorado State team here. They look better than their number 22 ranking. You know, we're down to that nitty-gritty of the season where teams have to play at their best, and that's what the Rams are doing.
Yeah, exactly, Tim. This is where teams really just start to defy their rankings. This is the kind of time in the season where everything and anything can happen, and I think that's an example of what's going on here. Colorado State playing above the level at which they're ranked.
Well, and you're absolutely right, because college teams can do amazing things above what you expect from them on any given night. Now, head on over to our University of Arizona Wildcat Facebook page, because Jackson Peters is going to head down to ice level and grab a Wildcat for an interview heading off the ice. That's in 2 minutes and 18 seconds of game time. That's over at the University of Arizona Wildcat Facebook page. We still have 2:10 now to go in this game. Then Jackson will be back to help with the third period of play. 2 minutes to go in the second. Arizona with a 1-0 lead. They have the puck in the Ram zone in the near side corner. Josh Larson trying to freeze it there, but the Rams move it out to center ice. Briefly, Cats move it in. They have to vacate the zone. On the delayed offside and go for a partial change. Good opportunity for Arizona to get some fresh legs on the ice. 1:40 to go in the second period. Rams over the line and looking for a tip there. Arizona fortunate there that they did not connect. Down to that all-important last 1:30 of the period. Arizona trying to turn and move out of their own end. Boy, they're fortunate there to get the puck out of the zone. Here comes Cully Olson with a shot that is kicked out by McDonald. He didn't control the rebound, and it's going to go all the way down. They're going to call this an ice. Now they're going to wave it off, and I think that's the right call. 1:10 to go in the second. Big breakaway pass attempted there for Kyle Wade. And a big hit on the near side.
1 minute left in the second period.
1 minute to go in the period. As the puck comes in on McDonald, he just sends it up the near side. Keelan Olnick with the puck. Sends it cross ice. Cats over the line. Good defense there from the Rams by Samuel Thrutchley. Holt tries to send it down low. Boy, a Cat's being held. No call there. Anthony Cusinelli was just being held there. 20 seconds to go in the period. And you know, we took a replay of a play in the first period that I swore that Keelan Olnick was taken down by his stick up on the shoulder. And on further replay, it looked like Keelan Olnick just lost an edge and fell down. That it was not a penalty. Kudos to the referees. They didn't call anything. They didn't see it. It didn't happen. See, we can make mistakes up here too.
Shots on goal in the second period. Colorado State with 7, Arizona with 18. The score after.
So that's more, that's a reflection of that second period and more what Arizona was looking for. Arizona with 18 shots on goal. Colorado State with 7. So 26 for Arizona through 2 periods, 14 for Colorado State. Arizona with that slim 1-0 lead over the Colorado State University Rams. A good hockey game here. Let's see what Arizona has for the third period of play, and we'll bring it to you in just a moment. But right now, let's go to our package of highlights and interviews. We'll be back for the third period in just a few minutes. You're watching University of Arizona Wildcat.
Wildcat Hockey regresa a Tucson y tú puedes ahorrarte hasta 20% en boletos con los nuevos paquetes de FlexPack.
Your Arizona Wildcat.
Un acceso de 6 a 12 juegos esta temporada de los Gatos. Boletos disponibles en Tucson Convention Center o llamando el 791-4101. Apoya a su equipo esta temporada con FlexPack. Para más información visite ArizonaWildcatHockey.org.
Now Tom's going to have a chance to visit with the head coach of the University of Arizona Wildcats, Chad Berman. So Tom, take it away.
Joined right now by Chad Berman, talking a little UofA hockey right now. And Chad, you're at a point in the season here. You're really into the stretch run. Playoffs are looming here. Talk to us about where you feel your team's at right now.
We're down a couple numbers, so we're gonna adjust for that as we go. So there'll be some different combinations, especially on the back end. But when you take like a month off for holiday break, and I think it's important they get that, but it really becomes two different seasons. So for us, it's a reset. We kind of had to clean up on some of the details. We had to go through some struggles last weekend against Grand Canyon, and that's why you schedule those games to get ready for this one. Very good opponent coming in, very fast. Somebody we've been looking forward to playing for a long time here. Well,
I mean, last weekend was really Jekyll and Hyde for you guys. I mean, first night Grand Canyon comes out with a win. Second night, I mean, it was all UofA all the time.
Yeah, we didn't compete Friday, and for whatever reason we didn't. We paid for it a bit Monday, but the lesson here is that we're a program trying to go from good to great, and that means it's got to be every single day.
Talk, if you will, at this point of the season, I imagine, well, your team's more of a known commodity at this point. Any guys who maybe surprised you or guys who have really stepped up?
Not particularly. I mean, I think a lot of people are noticing Chero finally, but we knew what we had even last year, and we knew that with more consistent play this year, he'd thrive, and he's been excellent. He certainly can cover up a lot, especially with some of the shortcomings we maybe have on D with some bodies out. I think we've excelled because of our culture. We got a group in there that shows up to the rink expecting to win, that's willing to put in the work, that wants to win, that wants to succeed, that wants to do the extra details. So I think it took this long to get that far, so it's a pleasant surprise that we're at this point, and certainly a lot more fun to come to work.
Not only, I mean, your goaltending has been good this year, and so as you're rounding into form here, a very good UNLV team this weekend, but even beyond that, down the stretch run, what is the focus for this team?
Yeah, I would say this next 5-game stretch is probably the biggest 5 games I've had since I've been here. UNLV is a very fast, very fast, very skilled team. We want to finish our hits. We want to make sure to take that time and space away. We spent a lot of time this week in clogging up the neutral zone, and we think that can be critical to creating our transition game and throwing our speed back at them. It should be exciting. And then obviously next weekend, I think Oklahoma. Last time we saw them, they took it to us pretty good, and that's the only team, only Division I team to put up 4 or more goals. So we're looking forward to that opportunity, and if we can take care of business there, we've got a chance to play for a conference championship here at home, and so a heck of a lot to look forward to.
Well, that seems like the schedule kind of lines up perfect for you. If you need a motivation, it's right there in front of you.
Yeah, well, I don't think we need motivation. I mean, somebody said to me, how do you handle the pressure being a top 10? Geez, I've been here when we were, knew we were out of the tournament this time, and I'll take pressure all day. It's exciting to come to the rink. It's exciting to watch scores now, and we've earned the right to do that. Now it's about us. At the end of the day, it's about us. We want to be heavy on the forecheck, make sure we're supporting the puck all over the ice, and staying within our structure.
And just for a moment, the greater look at the program here, the big picture, if you will. This is a program that now, hey, you're not out of the tournament. You are competing right now to try to host that on home ice. I mean, talk about what that means just for the growth of hockey here.
Yeah, I think, when you get to that tournament, at the end of the day, I've always felt like the ranking doesn't mean a ton. I mean, I think you want to get home ice if you can, so you can get that last change. But you never know who you're going to match up against. It's really about how you're playing going into that. But from a budget standpoint of getting that extra day off, I think that matters. I'll give you a great example. Last year, I've heard a lot of people say, well, Illinois in the national championship game lost 8-1 to Adrian. Everybody's like, oh, how did Illinois even make it that far? What people don't understand is the national champions are typically the top 5 team because they get that extra day off. And what you saw there was Illinois is playing great hockey, but it was taxing on them to play that extra game that Adrian didn't. And that was the difference. So we want to make sure we're earning the right to get the last change, earning the right to get that extra day. And it's one day, one shift, one game at a time here. And obviously a big opportunity with number 13 in our building.
Chad, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We need you. We need you.
We need you to support Wildcat hockey.
The Wildcats are back in action, and it's time to show your U of A pride at the TCC Arena. Please call for tickets or come to the TCC box office. U of A hockey is affordable and fun for the entire family.
We need you.
We need you.
We need you to support U of A Wildcat hockey. I'm Timothy Gasson. They call me the AZ Puck Man. I've been following hockey at the University of Arizona for more than 30 years. And this is my Wildcat Hockey Report. On this Wildcat Hockey Report, we're going to talk about goaltending, and we're going to start with this guy. This is the goaltending coach for the University of Arizona, Shane Fossell. Coach Fossell, where should we start with goaltenders?
Well, Tim, why don't we go in the locker room and see how the boys put their gear on?
Do you get nervous before a game?
Yeah, I think it's always good to have a little nerves. Nothing crazy though. I mean, once you get too nervous, I mean, it can affect your game, but a little nerves before game time help get you focused, help get you ready.
What causes a goaltender suddenly to go on a winning streak? Is it confidence? Is it their skills coming together? Is it all of that all at once? What makes a goaltender go on a hot streak?
Yeah, I think it's everything put together. Everything just starts to come together at the right time. I think they start tracking the puck well. It starts looking much bigger than a puck. It starts to look like a basketball to you as a goalie, and you just feel confident. You know that you're going to make that save.
What's the most difficult thing for a goaltender's coach to explain to a goaltender?
I think just how to get yourself mentally prepared for each game and how to stay in that zone and stay positive. And every goalie is different, and they're going to prepare differently, and just understanding what works for one goalie versus another.
Is there anything like making that big save right at the moment that you actually really in a game you know it's a big save? Is it for a goaltender, is there anything better than that?
That's why you play the position. That's why you play the sport, is to make those big saves.
It's time for another Arizona Wildcat Hockey, This or That.
Escargot or caviar?
Caviar.
Caviar.
Because I don't know what the other one is.
Yep. Escargot. I don't know what escargot is, so caviar.
Do you know what caviar is?
Not really. I'm gonna go caviar because I don't know what the other one is.
None of the above.
None of the above?
Yeah.
Do you know what they are?
Not particular, but it just doesn't sound like something I'd eat. Sounds like raw something.
Yeah, escargot is snail.
Ah.
So it's slap shot or goon?
Slap shot.
Slap shot.
Goon.
Slap shot.
Slap shot. Yeah, 100% slap shot.
Slap shot.
And slap shot.
Underwear or commando?
Let's go underwear.
I'll go underwear.
Commando.
Commando.
I'll agree with you on that.
Commando. Commando. I definitely agree on that too.
We'll do underwear.
I think it's safe play to go underwear.
Your hockey team, your Arizona Wildcats. Tickets for Arizona hockey are now on sale. Your hockey team, your Arizona Wildcats. Call 791-4101 for tickets now. Welcome back to University of Arizona Wildcats hockey. I'm Timothy Gasson, and I'm joined by my broadcast partner, Jackson Peters. We have 2 periods of hockey in the books between number 6 Arizona and the Colorado State University Rams. Arizona ahead 1-0 after 2 periods of play. And Jackson, we just got some interesting news from other play in the Western Collegiate Hockey Hockey League. The University of Central Oklahoma fell to Missouri State tonight by a score of 4-3. Arizona is alone in first place of the WCHL. They were technically tied with the Broncos, although Arizona had one more win on the season. So if the season ended today, they would be WCHL champions, right? Well, now they have a full game lead over the Broncos. That's like pennies from heaven, a gift, something I couldn't have anticipated, Central Oklahoma losing one of their last games. But it proves your point. Anything can happen in college hockey from one night to another.
Yeah, and I think that's especially so at this point in the season. This is when you talk about guys like Charlie James. Every team has seniors that are laying everything out there. Every team has players that want to make a run at the national tournament, and this is the point that really separates the teams that deserve to make the national tournament and the ones that don't. The ones that do are the ones that, just aren't giving up in games. They're giving it their all, even if they're not necessarily ranked right now, they still believe that they can make it. And I think that's a big reason why upsets like the one you were speaking about happen. It's just, this is such a wild part of the season for all the teams in this ACHA Division I hockey.
Well, Central Oklahoma last week defeated Lindenwood, number 1 ranked Lindenwood, who had been undefeated in the season to that point. They gave Lindenwood their very first loss and then come back the next weekend, play in league play, Missouri State, and lose. Anything can happen in college hockey. Arizona just with a 1-goal lead over Colorado State. This isn't a done deal here tonight. What does Arizona need to do in the third period?
So, of course, they need to shut down defensively, but more importantly, I think they need to be even more aggressive than they were in the second period on their forecheck. Good things happened for the Cats. We saw them see 10 more shots on goal, when they put on that forecheck. They were able to keep the puck in the offensive zone, and they need to keep doing that. They need to trap Colorado State players in the offensive zone. They can't let them, have that extra moment or two to look up and make the right play. They need to keep making Colorado State players make mistakes.
Well, Arizona really put a lot of pressure on the Rams in that second period. Only 1 goal. They could have scored 3 or 4. The Rams have had a couple opportunities themselves as well. But I think you're right. I think Arizona just needs to do more of what they did there. Put pressure on Colorado State and get some more shots on goal.
Yeah, and they held Colorado State to the same number of shots as they did in the first period, 7 in each for a total of 14. So, I mean, if you can keep them to about the same shot total, get another 18 up there, keep making Avery McDonald make the save. We've seen this recently for the Wildcats, Tim, and good things happen when the University of Arizona Wildcats just kind of throw the puck on net. If they don't have a clear shot, just throw it to the net, make McDonald make a save. And that's paid off for the Wildcats in past games, and I think it could pay off for them here tonight if they're able to do it.
Well, we said that Arizona needed to generate some more shots on goal in the second period. They did. 18 shots on goal to Colorado State 7. So Arizona needs more of that. Get the shots on goal. Make Avery McDonald work in net. So Arizona's taking the ice now here for the third period of play. We do have overtime in ACHA hockey, the same rules as NCAA hockey. We're 20 minutes away from that, though. Arizona with a 1-goal lead. Now, I would have bet $1 million a couple weeks ago that Arizona wouldn't win a game, or any college hockey team really can secure a game 1-0, right? They did. Arizona beat Central Oklahoma 1-0 a couple weeks ago, but I just get the feeling they got to put a couple more pucks in the net here tonight.
Yeah, and I think the Wildcats are aware that, it is possible to win games at this level 1-0. But I think, as you'll remember, Tim, and as many fans will remember from that game, that was a stressful game right up until the last 10 seconds. So I think the Cats, would be better off avoiding that, putting up some more goals, But that's a lot easier said than done. But I don't think the Cats should be comfortable with a 1-0 lead right now. I think they need to make that effort, put up another 2 or 3 goals. Then maybe you can start to get a little comfortable. But you need to keep pushing. I'm not sure if one's going to be enough tonight, Tim.
Yeah, I don't think there's any comfort level for sure in this game for the Arizona Wildcats. The puck is down and the third period is underway now. The puck coming in on McDonald.
So we'll get a face-off to the right of Avery McDonald here. The Cats so good in the circle tonight. I think that's been one of the big things that's paid off for them, Tim, is they've won a lot of face-offs.
Cats win another one. Westland has the puck in the near side corner. Goes by Bailey Marshall. Fortunate for Colorado State, but Marshall's able to come away with the puck. Tries to get to Cusinelli. He had no room to operate there. And Hine in the puck. That should be a delay of game. I don't think that puck hit an Arizona player. We'll have to wait. Wow, did that look like that just went, did that hit the glass, Jackson?
It must have. No Ram player going to the box, but.
Okay, well, from our angle, we couldn't see. It must have bounced off the glass and into the crowd, so no penalty, and we continue on. Just underway here in the third period. Puck goes by Chris Westland's stick, and the Rams come back the other way. That's Caceria. But Ben Jones comes away from it for Arizona. Pass off of Bailey Marshall's stick. Boy, that top line for Arizona has been out there for a little while now. As Chris Westland just sends it back to the Colorado blue line. Cats pick it up. Hull has it behind his own net. Pass a forecheck here by Colorado State. And Arizona moves the puck to center ice. They're looking for an Arizona mistake to counterpunch, I think, Jackson.
Yeah, I think you're right, Tim.
Vale Artizone with a tough angle shot, but it goes off of McDonald, now out to center ice. You can tell Vale Artizone playing with more confidence here as a freshman, Jackson.
Yeah, I think getting a hat trick will boost the
We'll
confidence
do that,
of any player.
CSU breaks up 3-on-2 on the Cats. They have to race back over the blue line. Comes CSU with a redirect attempt that goes wide. Kyle Riley for the Rams digging for it there. He goes down to his knees, and he's going to draw a penalty for that. I think this is going to be a cross-checking on an Arizona player. Riley went to his knees there from behind. And that's going to be Justin Dungy going to the box just 2.5 minutes into this third period. I was going to say the final period. It's just a 1-0 game with Arizona in the lead. Colorado State now with a prime opportunity, a 2-minute man advantage, a cross-checking call on Justin Dungy. This is what Arizona has to avoid if they want to make a run in the national tournament. They got to stay out of the box, especially with a 1-goal lead.
Number 26, Justin Dungy. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of that penalty, 2 minutes, 26 seconds in the third period.
So cross-checking for Dungy is Manny Rowe takes his man heavy into the boards. Legal play. Manny Rowe trying to throw his weight around a little bit here on the penalty kill. Ooh, there's another penalty. Keelan Ulnick hitting his player from behind, and the CSU player tapping him on the back with his stick saying thank you, and he's talking to him as he's going off the ice. That's Ben Joseph. I'm surprised that Joseph didn't get a taunting penalty there. He tapped Ulnick with his stick and then said something, but it's only Ulnick going to the box. Almost a repeat of the first penalty there, hitting a player from behind. The player goes down. Two-man advantage now for 127.
24, Keelan Ulnick, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of that penalty, 2 minutes, 59 seconds in the third period.
Point-blank shot, and Nolan Bivelsick makes a big save. But, boy, you cannot give teams this kind of opportunity. Two-man advantage. I know you want to be aggressive on the penalty kill, but they just called almost that exact same play as a penalty. So there's a shot and a rebound. The puck just goes by the far post. Arizona dodges a huge bullet there. 1:05 to go on the two-man advantage. So much open room for the Rams now as they move right into the slot. And it's blocked by Arizona. Bailey Marshall, and he gets that out to center ice. So huge when you can get the puck out of your zone with the two-man advantage. Puck goes by Hull. The puck goes behind the net. Out to the center of the ice. Over to the far side dot. Shot goes high and wide. 34 seconds to go on the two-man advantage. It's a shooting gallery here. So the shot goes, wide. Did that go off the post? I think it went off the stick of Nolan Bivelsick. The big UofA chant comes up from the crowd here. 20 seconds to go on the two-man advantage. Can Arizona get the puck out of the zone? So there's a shot that goes high and wide from Liam Millar. Down to the last 10 seconds of the two-man advantage. The puck is loose. The puck is loose. 5 seconds on the two-man advantage. The puck is loose. And Bivelsick makes the save, and we got some punching and shoving in front of him. I don't think anyone's going to go from this, though. I think the two-man advantage is going to continue. Just 3 seconds to go on the two-man advantage. 37 seconds to go on that second penalty. The Wildcat is down. Looks like that might be Chris Westland. Here comes the trainer. It is Chris Westland. He's trying to get to his feet. We got to hope he's okay. There was some real lumber being thrown around there at that whistle, Jackson.
Yeah, and it looked like Chris Westland might have dropped his glove, and it looks like he might be holding his hand. I'm not sure what happened there, but, that was a huge... I mean, the puck was just bounced around in front of the net. Bodies were flying around. I think, Anthony Shuro displayed, almost a minute 30 into this 5-on-3 penalty kill, the perfect combination of luck and skill. He made the big saves, and Colorado State just not able to get the puck around the net.
This gives the effect of a timeout, basically, and Colorado State is able to stay on the ice and talk to each other about what they want to do on this power play. Of course, we hope that Chris Westland is going to be okay. They're still on the ice and looking at him. Now he's starting to move off the ice. He can skate. Boy, injuries so critical at this time of the season. Now Westland is actually carrying a stick in that hand, which is a good sign, we hope. As he heads to the bench, he's not heading off the ice. So we got to hope that he's okay. We'll keep an eye on number 12, Chris Westland. 3 seconds to go on the two-man advantage. Justin Plumoff will take the face-off for Arizona, and Tito Moreno for the Rams. Big face-off here. Won by Arizona, and they get the puck out of the zone. Down to a one-man advantage now. As Arizona, Justin Dungy comes in with a shot, and that just goes wide. Justin Dungy went for the far corner, and he just missed it. It would have been an incredible shorthander for Arizona. Wow. 18 seconds to go on the man advantage for the Rams. Big psychological lift for them if they can kill this off. But here come the Rams right into the slot, into the far side. Last 5 seconds. Can Arizona get the puck out? They can. Arizona gets the puck out. They have killed this two-man advantage. Keelan Ulnick comes out onto the ice. But the Rams have the puck in the Arizona zone. They're not out of trouble yet. And there's a big rebound given up by Nolan Bivelsick. And another pinball puck. Can Arizona get this puck out? They do. They should wave off an ice. They do, because it hit number 10, Grayson North, for the Rams. But they're back over the zone here. Wow, I think Nolan Bivelsik thought he had that puck, and it went over his glove. No harm, though. 14:30 to go in the game, just 5.5 minutes into this third period. Already we've had a two-man advantage for Colorado State. Arizona cannot make those kinds of mistakes and expect to win hockey games, Jackson.
No, like you said, Colorado State was waiting for a mistake, and Arizona made two big ones. But I think this shows just how good this team is. They recognized the situation, they made mistakes, but they carried each other, and they killed off that huge 5-on-3 penalty kill. And I think that's a huge momentum builder.
Well, Arizona, one of the nation leaders, as the puck comes right into Justin Plumhoff in front of the net, but he can't get a shot off. One of the nation leaders in penalty kills, and they sure showed it there with a two-man advantage for Colorado State. We remain 1-0 Arizona. 6:20 into the third period of play. Arizona nursing that one-goal lead. Vale Artizone in over the line. Playing with Bailey Marshall and Cusinelli, but now he switches out. With Charlie James out here with the two top goal scorers for Arizona. That's an interesting switch. You get the idea. Chris Westland perhaps out. Mixing up the lines a little bit here. 7 minutes gone now here in the third period. Central Oklahoma has already lost tonight. Arizona can cement their lead in the Western Collegiate Hockey League with a win here tonight.
And I think that's huge for Arizona, Tim. They want to have control of that first spot. No more ties for them.
There's a shot that goes off of Bivelsik into the near side. Another one that goes wide. This one's going to go all the way out to center ice. So the Rams are going to have to vacate. Arizona picks up the puck. Charlie James has the puck now coming in. Goes for the drop pass to Cusinelli. Oh, Cusinelli, I think, broke his stick there. He did not get the shot he wanted. Nice little drop pass from Charlie James, showing us something every game now in his senior year. Something new that we haven't seen from him. Rams come back the other way. Every penalty, every mistake now amplified in a 1-0 game. Vale Artizone with the puck. He's tied up there. Boy, he had his stick held too. No call. As we continue on. Hull with the puck. Tries to feather it down low. This is something I've noticed. Colorado State, if they need to clutch and grab, they'll do it. They'll make the referee make the call, and so far they haven't had a lot of those calls called on them.
No, they haven't. I think they realize that they're kind of getting away with some things. So if you're getting away with it, I think if you're Colorado State, keep doing it.
There's a shot that I don't think McDonald saw, but it went wide. Artizone digging for it, but the Rams come away with it and up ice. 11:25 to go in the game. There's another example of something could be called an interference call on against Josh Larson. The puck comes back in. And Nolan Bivelsik came up with the puck there, but that was an odd kind of sequence of plays there with Josh Larson.
Yeah, it was. It looked like Larson lost his stick and then kind of got thrown to the ice. And next thing you know, Nolan Bivelsik coming up with a big save. He'll slow things down, hopefully break that chain of events, and we'll get a face-off to Biv's right.
Won by CSU. They send it down low, goes to the far side. Cully Olson gets it out, however. Colorado State playing with some desperation here, down by a goal, and they're playing well here in this third period. Already had a two-man advantage, but they didn't score on it. Arizona trying to counteract and trying to get some of this momentum back, and that is hard to do when the ice seems tilted, Jackson.
Yeah, it really is a difficult thing to do, especially when you consider, that 5-on-3 that Arizona just killed off. I think the momentum's in Arizona's favor, but Colorado State, they're doing everything they can to build some momentum.
CSU back over the line, trying to headman the puck. Pinballs around right in the slot. Cully Olson comes away with it. 2-on-3. He's not going to get through that labyrinth with the puck. And the Rams come back the other way. That's Casaria, sends it wide. Arizona back up to Justin Dungy. Oh, he doesn't come out of the zone with it, though. Dangerous. Arizona needs to come up with this puck. Freiberg, Dungy. Rosenthal came away with it, though. Over to Cote. Back to the blue line. Oh, there's a shot that just goes wide. Nice screen there. Cats come away with it in the crease, but they don't get it out of the zone. Good pressure here from Colorado State, but now Arizona comes away with it. Here comes Freiberg over the line. He just sends it wide. And Kevin Bird digs for it there. Bailey Marshall takes a big, big shot. Somehow Hull's able to keep it. No, he's not able to keep it in. It comes out. Back to Hull. He chips it off the glass, but doesn't get it into the zone. And Ben Jones will go back for the puck there. Cats need to get that out of the zone. They do just barely to center ice. Here comes Jake Dickinson, and boy, you got to watch behind the play. There's real intensity here between these two teams, and Nolan Bivelsick just jumps on that puck. 8:51 to go in the hockey game. Colorado State is letting it all hang out, Jackson.
Yeah, they are, and Arizona's having a difficult time on both blue lines. They're having a tough time entering the zone with speed again. We saw them have difficulty with that in the first period. Handled it pretty well in the second, but Colorado State, has that wall going again. 3 guys on the blue line stopping that speed, and they're getting trapped in their zone. Arizona can't seem to find a way to get the puck out of their zone with control. Colorado State really trying to take control here.
Jackson, it seems like every game becomes more and more of a preview of the tournament. These are the kinds of games that there's a nice defensive play there by Manny Rowe. Graham thought he was open there for a shot on the far post, but it was blocked by Rowe. It seems like the tension and the drama in the third period of game after game gets more and more intense as we get deeper in the season. Just 8:19 to go in the game now. Arizona with a 1-0 lead. The lone goal by Bailey Marshall, leading scorer for the Arizona Wildcats. And there's Arizona is going to be called for a trip at center ice. And did you see the Rams celebrate like they had scored a goal there because they had drawn that penalty? I think that, again, I would have to see a replay of that. I don't know if that's an embellishment or if that's a good call. Defer to the referee on that. How did you see it, Jackson?
Yeah, I think you're right, Tim. I think it might have been a little bit much of a celebration, but I do think it was a trip nonetheless. I do think that the Cats are going to have to kill, rightfully so. And either way, regardless of if it's a trip or not, it's called a trip. So we're going to get a penalty kill here, and the Cats' penalty kill is going to have to come up big again.
Okay, Jackson, I'll go with you. It's a trip.
Artisan. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of that penalty, 11 minutes, 51 seconds in the third period.
So exactly what the doctor ordered for the Rams. Another power play. Artisan on the trip. 1-man advantage for the Rams. The puck is right in on the crease, and Nolan Bivelsick finds it, and there's a big pileup on him. He just tries to protect himself and get out of the way. As Casaria heads to the ice, he's okay though, and we'll go for a change. No harm, no foul. 1:38 to go in the power play, 7:46 to go in the game. Arizona nursing that 1-0 lead. Kyle Riley in on the faceoff for the Rams. Won by Arizona, though, and they were able to get the puck down the zone. Nothing like getting that puck 200 feet away from your goaltender. 1:25 to go on the man advantage for the Rams. How many power plays can you give a visiting team and maintain a 1-goal lead? Well, Arizona is trying to find out, I guess. This play continues on in the Arizona zone. Rams still with possession. They've done a good job on their power plays of possessing the puck and getting shots. Just haven't solved Nolan Bivelsick yet. But you can only play Russian roulette so much. Arizona's able to get the puck out of the zone again. 50 seconds to go in the man advantage for Arizona. What is Arizona doing so well on these penalty kills, Jackson?
They're getting stick on puck. That's the big thing. Not only are they getting sticks and lanes, when a CSU player is ready to take the shot, Arizona player reaches out, makes sure he gets his stick on stick, and prevents a good shot from happening.
Arizona has to keep from being too aggressive here on the PK. 25 seconds to go on the man advantage for the Rams. We're getting down to that critical part of the game. 6:28 to go in the game. 17 seconds on the power play. Ben Jones going for that puck here. Can he get one more clear? Nope. Goes to the blue line, kept in by the Rams. Boy, that puck had to get out of the zone.
Yeah, every time it touches your tape on a penalty kill, it needs to go 200.
There's a big shot and a huge save by Bivelsik. Did that bounce off the post? I think it may have bounced to the ice and off the post and stays out. That'll do it for the man advantage. Wow, your goaltender and his posts, those are his best friends, and I think it just prevented a one-to-one game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Bivelsik even got a piece of that. It sounded like it went straight through him and just dinged off the post. And luckily, the Cats get away with killing off another penalty.
Well, there was definitely a big bing that we heard up here. 5:40 to go in the game. Back even-handed. Arizona has to stay out of the box now. Justin Plumoff sends it down deep. We'll keep an eye on Avery McDonald and see if and when he gets pulled for an extra attacker by Colorado State. A lot of hockey to play, though. 5:19 to go in the third period. Just a one-goal lead for the Arizona Wildcats. Oh, there's a bad giveaway in the Arizona zone. Puck goes high off the glass and down. That should be waved off because it went right by a Ram, and it is waved off. Down to 5 minutes even to go in the hockey game. Arizona with a one-goal lead and the puck. I don't know how many shots on goal they have in this period, maybe one or two. This puck comes in. There's one that comes off of McDonald. Big rebound by Avery McDonald, but no harm done. This puck's just sent right back down into the CSU zone. Arizona goes for a partial change down to the last 4:35 of the game. Arizona 1, Colorado State nothing. Puck pinballs around in the crease, but doesn't go anywhere. Shot and a big rebound off of Kyle Wade's shot. Anthony Cusinelli tries to keep the puck in the zone, but he gives it away.
That's where you got to be real careful, Tim. 5 feet inside and outside of the opponent's blue line is just as dangerous as your own. You can't give up turnovers there. That's how you give away odd man rushes.
Here's a shot that Nolan Bivelsik did not see that puck, and luckily it goes out to center ice and just missed the net. Well, Jackson Peters is going to head down in a moment down to center ice. We'll see if we have overtime or if that will be the end of the game. If it is, he'll talk to Wildcat coach and player of the game. There's a backhander that goes wide from the Cats. Just 3:20 to go in the game. Then we'll have a post-game wrap-up here in the press box. That's in 3 minutes and 10 seconds of game time. Arizona nursing that 1-0 lead. Comes CSU back over the line. Vale Artizone backhands it to the far side. Josh Larson digging for it there, and he gets it out. 2:55 to go in the game. And there goes Jackson Peters to ice level for our post-game interviews. That'll be right here at the end of our contest in 2:40. Arizona 1, Colorado State nothing. 2:35 to go in the game. We'll see when Avery McDonald gets pulled, if he does, for that extra attacker. And it'll be like another power play for Colorado State. 2:20 to go in the game. Keelan Ulnick has a stick on the puck, comes up the near side. Cully Olson digs for it there. Can he get it out? No, stays in. 2:10 to go. Manny Rowe, oh, he had his pocket picked, but the puck does come out of the blue line and heads into the Rams zone. 2 minutes to go in the game. Arizona 1, Colorado State nothing. Can Arizona protect this lead on home ice? Ben Joseph sends it up ice for the Rams. Comes to the Cats. Oh, they give up the puck right at their blue line. They need to get that puck out of the zone. CSU players, the desperation mounts for them as the puck goes down low. Manny Rowe comes away with it. Can he get it up the ice? And out he does. 1:30 to go in the game. McDonald can't come out of the net with the puck right in front of him, and he falls on it for a face-off with 1:25 to go in the game. Arizona needs to keep its head here now. There's a little bit of talk. This is a dress rehearsal for the national tournament. A very scrappy Colorado State team, very well-disciplined, well-coached hockey team, looking a lot better than their number 22 ranking, but they trail by a goal with 1:25 to go. This is when Arizona needs to play sound hockey, stay out of the box, no odd man rushes, take care of the puck. But here comes CSU with speed over the line. Arizona comes away with though Ben Jones. Ooh, he shoveled that into the crowd. Doesn't look like it's going to be a penalty. I didn't see if that actually hit a player, a stick, or the glass. Cats are all looking around. Well, I don't think there's any contention about it. No penalty for delay of game. Must have hit something. It looks like Colorado State now has taken their timeout. That's a good time for them to take their timeout. 1:11 to go in the game. We'll see if McDonald goes back into his net or if they'll start with the extra attacker after this timeout. Arizona still has its timeout remaining, just 1:11 to go in the game. Nice crowd here at the Tucson Arena for tonight's WCHL action. Remember, we drop the puck tomorrow and Saturday at 1 p.m. here at the Tucson Arena. Our broadcast will start 10 minutes before puck drop at 12:50. 1 o'clock hockey. Play hooky for hockey tomorrow. You don't need to go to school. You don't need to go to work. We have a hockey game at the Tucson Arena against the University of Colorado. We have hockey on Friday afternoon. Don't go to work. Now Saturday, we also have 1 o'clock hockey. So support your hometown hockey team. We'll play Colorado, ranked number 18, but playing better than that as well here. 1 o'clock tomorrow, 1 o'clock Saturday, but we still have 1:11 to go in this contest between Arizona and Colorado State. Boy, the Buffalo are going to be quite the challenge for Arizona. But Colorado State has been all that they can handle as well here. And this one's not over yet. A lot of hockey to go. 1:11 to go in the third period. Arizona with a 1-goal lead, and sure enough, Avery McDonald is on the bench. Colorado State has gone for the extra attacker. See if Arizona can get the puck out of the zone. Puck goes down deep to Liam Millar, but Arizona comes away with it. They've got an empty net, and they've got the puck on their stick. And it goes, it shoots, it scores! It's a shot to goal! Arizona ices the game. That's Bailey Marshall with the second goal of the game. He got to center ice. He made sure he was over the red line. And he buries it to put away the Colorado State University Rams. It's Arizona 2. Rams nothing. 56.4 seconds to go in the game. So we're not over yet. But what a clutch empty net goal by Bailey Marshall. Wow. That relieves a little bit of the tension here because Colorado State has played a heck of a third period, really coming on in this third period. I'll bet you the shots on goal are at least 2-1 for Colorado State.
Wildcat goal, give it to number 11, Bailey Marshall. That's Marshall with his second goal of the night, unassisted. Time of your Wildcats empty net goal, 19 minutes, 6 seconds in the third period.
He shoots. He scores. Bailey Marshall with his second goal of the game, and Arizona with a commanding 2-0 lead. with just 23 seconds to go in the game. Down to 15 seconds to go. Oh, and here's a breakaway for CSU and a backhander that just goes wide. Wow. Christopher Nitchin almost got a goal to come within one, but it's down to the last 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nolan Bivelsick gets a shutout. Arizona defeats Colorado State by a score of 2-0, and our lone leaders of the Western Collegiate Hockey League.
The Rams with 13, the Wildcats with 7. For the game, Colorado State with 27 shots on goal, Arizona with 33 shots on goal.
So as I thought, Colorado State doubles up the U of A almost in shots on goal in that third period. Colorado State with 13, Arizona with 7. What a gutsy victory by the Arizona Wildcats. Okay, so we'll have our on-ice interviews with Coach Berman and a player of the game, and then I'll have a brief wrap-up from here in the press box. So let's keep it right here for University of Arizona Wildcat Hockey.
Peters, and I'm here with your starting goaltender and the man with the shutout, number 35, Nolan Bivelsick. Now, of course, big shutout, but it seems like that 5-on-3 penalty killed you guys. You killed it off. That seemed like that really pushed you guys the length to, win this game. Is that the way you saw it?
I mean, it was a huge opportunity for us to stay up by 1, and it just got killing it off, made the boys just kind of go after it and just finish the game.
Well, congrats on the win, and good luck in the next 2.
Thank you.
And now I'm joined by head coach Chad Berman. Now, Coach, you guys had a little bit of difficulty entering the offensive zone in the first period. What changed in the second and third to allow you guys to generate some more shots?
Yeah, we seem to be having a hard time getting into the weekend, a little too late here, and we've got to engage our puck support. Like, we're encouraging F1 on the puck, but if 2's not there, it's not going to create anything. So we got to be better with our puck support. We're going to have to be much better tomorrow. Didn't think we were engaged enough, but boy, are we glad we have 2 good goalies because Biv stepped up when we needed him.
So you talk about how you're going to have to be better tomorrow against the University of Colorado. What does that mean? What are you guys going to have to do to be better against that team tomorrow?
It's always about us. Certainly we'll break down film and prepare for their special teams, as will Ballard. I know that for a fact. So this is going to come down to who wants to win small area battles. Colorado's playing really good hockey. They got 15 freshmen, and they're just kind of now starting to figure things out and get on a roll here. For us, it's about playing fast and physical, so we got to have a lot more of that tomorrow.
Of course, and with this, you do take a little bit more in that WCHL lead. How important is that for you guys right now, or are you guys just focusing, night to night, game to game?
Yeah, I mean, you have to take it game to game. It's not a cliche. It's the way you have to approach these things, but there's nothing more that I want than to bring home a conference championship for our fans. I want that really bad.
Well, congrats on the win, Coach. We'll see you in the next 2. If you're joining us on our YouTube page, I'll send it up to the booth with Tim Gass. And if you're joining us in-house, we hope to see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. against the University of Colorado. Again, I'm Jackson Peters. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Bear down.
So the Arizona Wildcats win a thriller here tonight, 2-0 over Colorado State. Arizona improves to 24-6. Colorado drops to 7-14-3. The number 22 Colorado State University Rams. This might be it for their national tournament hopes. Arizona helps secure that number 6 spot. And we also heard that the University of Central Oklahoma lost tonight which puts Arizona alone in first place of the WCHL. So we'll do it again here tomorrow at the Tucson Arena. It'll be Arizona and Colorado here 1 p.m. at the Tucson Arena. We'll drop the puck at 1. Our broadcast will start at 12:50, both tomorrow on Friday and Saturday at 1 p.m. Arizona, 2 goals by Bailey Marshall, the leading scorer of the Arizona Wildcats. Well, he had a beautiful goal, and then he had an empty netter, which was just as beautiful to secure the victory for Arizona, now alone in first place of the WCHL. That'll do it here from the Tucson Arena. For Jackson Peters and our entire University of Arizona media team, I'm Timothy Gasson. Thank you for watching. You have been watching University of Arizona Wildcat Hockey.
Thank you for watching University of Arizona Wildcats Hockey. Visit our website at ArizonaWildcatHockey.org, and we'll see you at the Tucson Arena for the next Arizona Wildcats home game.